Welcome back to Sort of Sophisticated, where culture, curiosity, and chaos collide. I'm your host, Pete, back at it again. With me, as always, is Amanda. Amanda, thank you for coming back yet again.
You're welcome.
You're a glutton for punishment. I appreciate
No, I'm
you
so
being
excited. I learn something new every week. Sign me up.
Here.
I like your new kicks.
Whoa, these aren't really that new.
Oh, really?
No,
I
I'm just
like
in a
that.
matchy mood.
Oh,
I'm
blue
kinda
on blue?
matchy. A little blue on blue.
Oh, you're kind of like sadness.
I am. A little bit
Oh,
today. I'm feeling
okay.
that emotion. So, does taking ADHD you never took ADHD medicine, did you?
I did in
You
high
did.
school.
Okay. Did it make you sad?
I mean, I felt like this weird numbness.
No, I don't feel numbness.
No?
I feel more sad.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I got to find out what's going on with that.
Yeah, that's not good.
We will see.
Slippery slope to depression, and then you're
It
going to
is.
have to be on other meds.
Yeah.
Then you have to be on uppers.
Then, wow. Okay. Well, that might work for me. No, I mean, I wouldn't say it's not like I don't think I'm anywhere near that. I just think it's blue. Blue.
Okay.
So it's a good
Sadness.
it's a good
All right.
example.
All right.
It's sadness. Yeah, yeah.
Wearing your emotions on the outside.
I am.
Here we are.
Here we are today.
Okay.
What are you wearing then? I don't even know. What's your emotion today?
It's cold. I'm wearing my fuzzy jacket.
Oh.
And it's cold for Southern California because it's only like 70 degrees today.
Yeah, it is a little cold. My hands are
And I think it's chilly.
Oh no, I'm freezing even in here.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
I see. I didn't turn the heater
Remember-
on because he usually complains how
I do.
hot it is.
I'm usually a
I'm
little,
just saying.
bitch.
He's a little
I'm usually a little
princess.
bitch.
Little Goldilocks over here.
Did you ever
It's
watch,
too hot. Too
Breaking
cold.
Bad. Were you a Breaking Bad?
Was
fan?
not.
Oh my god.
I know.
Please watch it.
Okay.
Jesse Pinkman. Bitch. He says bitch better than anybody on the planet.
Oh.
Not that, I mean, that
Okay.
shouldn't be something you should be proud of. But anyway, we love Jesse.
So we digress.
Okay.
What is our topic for today?
It should be Breaking Bad. That actually would be excellent. That would be a sort of sophisticated episode. That's the one we should do. But we are not doing that today. That would be much more interesting than what we're actually doing today.
Okay.
Bah, bah, bah. See, there's the sadness
Oh,
again.
yeah.
We are.
Debbie Downer.
I know,
Mm.
right? Today's topic is officially titled Artemis II, the awkward question NASA has to answer. Bum, bum, bum. Today we're going to explain why after 50 years, it's been 50 years, Amanda, why NASA decided that 4 really brave or insane astronauts are going to do another flyby of the moon. We go into the moon again.
I got questions.
Well, of course you have questions.
Well,
but
we'll just start with the first one. How's this going to make us more cultured, Pete?
Because going to the moon is very cultured. How's that? The moon is full of culture, full of bacteria. It's full of. I'm sure there.
Death.
There's a lot of things happening. Let me see. How is this going to make us more cultured? Because
I mean, there's a science behind it.
there is.
Blah
I
blah
know.
blah.
Yeah.
It's the moon.
Do you
blah,
know the
blah,
last
blah.
time we landed on the moon?
Did we?
I'm going to
land on the
digress.
moon?
I'm digress. What? Yes, we landed on the moon.
I don't know. Have you seen Fly Me to the Moon?
Fly
By-
me to the moon. What?
It's like with Channing Tatum and Scarlett
No.
Johansson.
What is this?
Let me just tell you.
What is this?
Did we fly to the moon?
Yeah, we flew.
Or
to
was
the
it
moon.
all a soundstage in LA?
Oh my God, you're that person.
Did you not watch this movie?
I did not. No, and now I'm not
Oh.
going to watch this movie.
You
So
should.
yeah, we landed on the moon.
So at the Richard Nixon Library, you go
Mhm.
through this like little section of it,
Mhm.
and they have like the astronaut spacesuits. But
Yeah.
you look up at it.
Yes.
And then I go, huh? Did it actually happen?
This is insane. I didn't know my co-host was a conspiracy.
I'm not.
No, you've brought this up a lot, not just the moon stuff, but like you are always the conspiracy side of this podcast. Whenever I come up with a topic, you're like,
It's good to be inquisitive. Why are you being judgy?
because inquisitive's different.
No, it's not. It's about classical education, being fearless to ask questions and not just accept it as truth.
Okay, fine. I don't know how we're friends, but I'm going to keep being.
I mean,
friends
you're
with
gonna
my
convince me right now.
conspiracy
That it
theorist
happened.
co-host. I didn't even answer how we're going to be more cultured, so I don't even know. But here's what I would say about being cultured. All I got is it's been 50 years. We haven't practiced in a while. I think practicing stuff and sciencey stuff and like putting that all together and making sure we like are good at things is a way of being sort of sophisticated and being more cultured. Like, because you got to practice to be like good at anything.
Right.
So I'm gonna throw
which
in
is why
practice.
I just like I question things.
Okay, keep questioning.
Okay.
That's fine.
Fair. It's gonna make me more cultured.
Whatever.
All right. Well, what's our wow
Or wow.
word of the week?
Wow. Word of the week is cloying. Cloying.
Cloying.
Cloying. It sounds very New York. Cloying. 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 Cloying.
Which would be cloy. What is cloy?
Cloy.
Not
Oh.
coy.
Cloy comes from the Middle English verb cloen. Yeah,
Mhm.
cloen. But today it refers to excessively sweet or flattering to the point of causing annoyance or irritation. That's cloying.
Okay.
Excessively sweet or flattering to the point of causing you like I go over the top with how much I flatter you all the
Okay.
time. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes, I'd be like, stop cloying.
Yeah. Stop cloying.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pandering? Maybe? I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know if that's a
Okay.
synonym. We'd probably have
All
to look
right.
that up.
All right. We're going to try it.
Cloying,
We're going to
right?
try it.
Flattering to the point of annoyance. Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you going to give me some history about moon landings that may or may not have happened?
Oh, I'm going to give you...
Before we get into the new mission to the moon, the first
I'm going to give you
landing.
a moon landing. Have you
Just
seen
kidding.
Modern Family?
No.
You've never watched Modern Family episodes?
No.
Oh my God. Do you even know the characters? This isn't even going to work. When two men touch butts in the gym when they're naked, it's called a moon landing. Thank you, Cam. That was Cam on
my
Modern
gosh.
Family. And then like if they just get out of the shower, they call it a splashdown. That's total Modern Family. Oh,
The more you know,
Jay
friends.
and Cam.
The more
Okay,
you
it was
know.
funny. Go watch that episode. It was hysterical. Okay, we'll do brief history of moon landings, and then we'll get right up to Artemis. Okay, so here's what's going on. This actually doesn't really go back that far, right? Because it's not like we've been
1972.
right. Well, no, like 1969 or whatever. When
Okay.
we actually landed on the moon.
The first
Right,
time
right.
with Nixon.
Yeah. So it basically started back in the 1960s when the United States and the Soviet Union were in their Cold War, right?
Yeah.
Coming out of World War II, we went through the 50s, the whole Cold War thing. And they were sort of doing this dick measuring contest,
Okay.
right? To see who could get to the moon and back. The space race, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
who could get to the moon the fast, who could build the most nuclear weapons the fast, who could, like that's what was happening at the time. So the
Yes.
moon represented one of those things. So basically we went nuts and threw pretty much everything at it. And spoiler alert, we won.
Yep.
We landed on the moon, Amanda.
Okay.
No conspiracy theory.
Got
It
it.
worked. Okay. So between 1969 and 1972, how many times did we land on the moon?
0.
Any
Just kidding.
how many times do people say we officially landed on the
But
moon?
like, hold on. What's the definition of landing on the moon?
Landed.
Because like
Parked.
the only time that
Stopped.
there's
No flyby.
no, but
Down.
with people, because I know like
People.
I mean, there's the big one obviously with Buzz
People.
that got out and like
Nope. Not
and,
necessarily got out. Just landed.
Oh, okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like when you okay, you're saying spaceship touched the moon. I
Yes.
have no clue.
6. Okay. We did 6 times between 1969
Why didn't they
and
get out?
1972. Well, some of them, I don't know. Maybe some kind. Listen, this was not an episode on moons. I don't know on how that all works. I'm just
Okay,
telling you we
fine.
did it. Okay, fine.
Okay, 6 times. Got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then, as far as I could tell, in 1972, we just sort of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Just that was it.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't like
Mm.
something bad happened. Well, something bad did happen. Apollo 13.
Oh,
Did you watch
yes,
Apollo 13?
I did.
Okay.
It's a very sad one.
So you watched that? Okay. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. So that kind of sucked. But yeah, I think it was just like they figured out they did it. They beat the Russians. And so they were done. They didn't want to
Okay.
spend their money on it anymore. That's kind of what I found. And then since then, no humans have gone back since Gene Cernan was the last guy on the moon, December of 1972.
Okay.
So basically the whole idea of the moon was we did something super hard, assumed we could do it over and over and over again if we wanted to, and then slowly realized we completely and totally forgot how to do it. And so here we are today talking about we need to learn how to go back there.
But isn't there like a space station that's
There
up
is.
in space somewhere?
There is.
I don't
There's
even know in like
yes.
relation to where it is compared to the moon. But
Okay, yeah.
there's a space station.
There is. There's the International Space Station. That is a perfect segue because that was Space Shuttle program. So that came in the 1980s. So the
Okay.
moon is like whatever it is, 250,000 miles away. It's like
Okay.
far away. The International Space Station is only 250 miles away, like above the Earth's atmosphere. So like we're not even in real space at the International Space Station.
Fair. I
We're
mean,
in
you're just
pseudo
right
spa-
about.
You know
but-
what we are? We're in sorta space.
Nah.
That's what we are. Yeah. So that the space shuttle program, like I thought when I was researching all this, I was like, oh, well, didn't we do it again with the space shuttle? Absolutely not. We did not. The space shuttle program was built with the whole premise of like trying to figure out how to build the International Space Station. So that wasn't even really a rocket. The space shuttle was more like a cargo ship. Think like a big rig on the freeway.
Okay.
That like right,
Yeah.
except more like a Mercedes G-Wagon, but like as long as a big rig. Right?
Okay.
Because it was like super expensive, super complex. Like we go big when we make stuff.
Yeah.
But the whole idea was to haul shit up there, haul tools up there, haul parts up there, build the International Space Station, and then like be able to come back and forth all day long. That was a space shuttle program.
How long did that go
In the
for?
1980s.
30 years?
Shit. Yeah, like 30 years, I think it did. Right.
Okay.
Till like 2011 question mark?
And then
Yeah.
we just like abandoned it?
Well, We did. There was a few mishaps.
Oh.
Do you not remember? 1986?
Oh, I was not born
1986.
yet.
Okay. Oh, I totally remember this. That you
And
weren't
this was
born.
in August.
Okay, but there was another one in 2003, so I'm going to quiz you on that in a second. So wait. So 1986, I totally remember this. So I am sitting in 8th grade, Mrs. Smith's class, and I remember when the Challenger took off.
Oh, that's
and then I don't know what it was, a minute into the flight. I don't remember exactly. And the whole thing blew up. I mean, we weren't watching it live, but it was crazy because the program had only started a few years ago. So like it was massive. Like everybody was watching all the launches all the time. And I remember all of our teachers got immediately called to like whatever they call it, like the learning center. I don't know what they called it, whatever. And then they came back and they told us all what just happened. And then they wheeled in the televisions and we all turned on the live feed and watched like the aftermath of everything. I was like super freaked out by the whole thing. I could not believe. I'm like, this shit's just happened. This is real. It scared the shit out of me. Yeah. And then it happened again in 2003. You were alive and kind of old by then.
I mean, I was still in college.
Do you remember what the name was?
No.
The Columbia.
Oh.
Space Shuttle Columbia. Yeah, I think that one was on re-entry.
And this is why we do the show, because like things that I should know in my lifetime.
Yeah. No, that one was worse. Well, I mean, I don't know what's worse.
But they didn't die. It's not like they imploded.
They died. So in 86, they exploded and died. In the middle of the air, you watched them all die. It was terrible. Then in 2003, they pretty much just disintegrated and melted on the way back. Yeah.
Oh.
Couldn't get back in. Oh, it was fucking terrible. Like 15 people, like 14 people died. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh. So here's the thing. You would think the space shuttle program would have ended in 2003, right?
Well, no. I mean, new technology. They kept going.
No. Right. Exactly.
But then again,
hey, the over under on number of deaths before we shut the program must have been 15 because 14 people died. 7 astronauts. 7 astronauts. Yeah.
So, no, I would say that space exploration outweighs. Like that's the mentality that they would have, though.
You are
not
terrible.
Not me.
Oh my God.
The mentality probably is that space exploration outweighs, casualties.
I think that's true and sucky.
Yes. Absolutely.
But here's the
both things. You can sit in both things where there's truth and it still sucks.
Uncomfortably. Yes. Okay. That's where I am. So I think the real reason they ended up shutting it down was because they figured out they were like done. They did the thing. After 30 years, they built a space station. They drove back and forth a lot.
So it just sits there empty now?
They were just sort of done. I mean, people were in it. I don't think any Americans.
Didn't we just rescue like some people from space?
We did.
I don't know. Elon rescued them, right?
We should check that out. Yeah. No. I think they just shut it down because it just got boring. Like they were just like, we don't really have a grander plan than this. So that sort of killed it. And then they just sort of like said, forget it. Remember what I said about how expensive it was to run the whole G-Wagon idea? I think that's why they were like, yeah, we're done. This is just too much money for like no real payoff.
So did you find anything after we looked it up?
I have it right here.
Did you confirm or deny?
I confirmed, yes. And we should have known this because this was last year.
Well, we knew Elon went up and he saved some astronauts, but I just didn't know where they were stuck.
It wasn't Elon. I mean, himself.
Well, it was his company,
okay, whatever. SpaceX, yeah.
Sure.
The SpaceX Crew Dragon.
Sure.
In March 2025, rescued Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore, who ended up staying in space at the International Space Station for 286 days when I guess their spacecraft had technical problems. They were only supposed to stay 10 days. They say 286.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. Like it took that long to get them down. Anyway, whatever.
In space.
See, there you go.
I don't know. I have no desire to go. But
we weren't using the space shuttle anymore by that time. That's for sure.
That is true.
That's all I know.
So we now know we started the space program 1960s-ish, landed on the moon, created the space station, did some shuttle runs.
Just so you know, my co-host just said we landed on the moon. She officially agreed that we landed on the moon. No more conspiracy.
I mean, I'm just going through your history timeline. But anyway, so then...
Fine, never mind.
So then we do the space shuttle, build the International Space Station.
We were shuttling, baby. There was a lot of shuttling.
The International Space Station still around, still operational.
Yeah.
I think it's closing like 2030-ish. And then we're
me.
going to like
I think the Russians are in charge or something now. I don't know.
It's very Stranger Things.
It is.
But like, where does Artemis fit into this? And why is it Artemis 2? Like, what happened to Artemis 1?
There's so much here. Do you even remember Artemis from our episode about the Greek gods?
Greek gods. Yeah.
Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. Artemis. Yeah, she was a baddie.
Very fitting name.
Yeah.
Fair.
We were going to name our dog Artemis.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, she's June?
She's Juno. Yeah. Another.
Juno.
Yeah, what is Juno? Juno's, I think, Roman god, right?
Oh, yeah.
Roman goddess. Yeah, okay. So let me explain the whole Artemis program in general, and then I'll explain Artemis 1, because nothing happened to Artemis 1.
Okay.
Like it was alive and well. Basically, we end up between 2011 and, I don't know, today. I mean, not really, because the Artemis program already started. But we'll say like up to 2020, like hitching rides with the Russians up to space. Because like we still wanted to like Uber there and be participative in the whole thing. And that's why we still have U.S. astronauts that go up. But because our space shuttle was so expensive, they were like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. So we use what's called...
There.
Yeah, totally. Okay. We use something called the Soyuz, Russia's Soyuz. Like they made the Toyota Corolla version of a space shuttle, and we made, like I said, the Mercedes G-Wagon. So that's why, like, so whatever. So then we get to like 2020. I don't know if I'm exactly right, but we're like, hey, shit, we have to like get back in this race. The United States can't just like sit by and like just keep Ubering back and forth. It doesn't make any sense. So we launched the Artemis program, the whole program itself. We're restarting and re-kicking off what we're talking about as sort of our new space program. But now we need to know like what we're doing that for. Because they didn't want to redo the Apollo program. They didn't want to redo the space shuttle program. We've already done all that. So this time it was about the ability to leave Earth on purpose, ? Like not in a panic. Apollo was like, hurry up and build it really fast. We need to see if we can get there at all costs. Let's see what happens. Back to like human life. If they died, like, I don't want to say who cared, but you get the point. Like they were pushing hard. Now the whole concept of the Artemis program and what NASA's trying to do is we have to prove we can do this again, but now this is a launch pad to like something bigger, but sort of step 1, Artemis 1, Artemis 2 is about, can we even get to the moon and back and do it safely and do it repeatably? And like, are we good at this?
Okay.
Get the training wheels put back on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Then the difference between Artemis 1 and Artemis 2 is that Artemis 1 just went and did the whole thing without people. So they already finished that. That was like 2022. Okay. They took it. They went right around the moon. Everything worked. Great. So now we're like, perfect. Now we're just going to do the same thing, not landing on the moon. We're going to fly by the moon, do the same thing with 4 astronauts, Artemis 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. That like,
high risk. High
risk.
Reward.
High risk, high reward. This is absolutely what's happening.
Okay, so we're sending 4 people to go around the moon, not land on the moon. But when you started the episode, I think the title was like, the awkward question NASA has to answer. So what's the awkward question?
I don't know. How about why they stopped doing this for 20 years?
We all know my philosophy to that answer, but it's fine.
How about the United States has to be better at everything than everybody else? I would say the actual question is, after 50 years of not doing this, how do we make sure we send humans into space, like deep space, back to Earth successfully over and over again on a repeatable basis all the time? Think about it, okay? Not just can we launch the rocket like we did with Apollo. Okay, that's not the point. Not the robots, because we did robots. We did the space shuttle. We did all that whole thing. So what they're trying to figure out is whether or not the humanness part, the human part still works of this whole thing. Like the engineering and the discipline and the decision-making and all those things. You don't know what's going on in space. 8 gazillion miles away.
Okay, so we're basically just trying to see if we have the competence and the discipline to actually bring humans back around the moon.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Total reality check. This is what we're doing.
Is there anything that we should be worried about? Is anyone freaking out? Is there we know it's high risk, high reward, but...
Is there things we should be freaking about? Yeah, people are going to die. That's what I freak about all the time because I care about human beings. Is there anything NASA's freaking out about? Probably not. They don't give 2 shits. Just kidding. Yes, we should be worried, but also, yes, we're ready for it, and everything's ready to go. So there's a little bit of, I don't know, calculated worry, ? I don't know. It's space. Like, are you worried about going to space?
I wouldn't go to space.
You know what space is? Space is the final frontier. Star Trek? Nothing? Okay. So like, yeah, they're not even freaking out about like the launch or anything like that. More about re-entry. I think they figured out like, hey, they can launch, they'll get them around the moon, like, but like ultimately they're just always freaking out about re-entry because re-entry is like the scariest part of this whole thing.
Yeah, okay. That tracks. That would make sense.
It was one thing when the space shuttle like came back from the International Space Station, because that, I shouldn't say that was easy, but like it was easier.
I mean, you said it was only like 250 miles away.
Right. So like
250 compared to like 250,000, and once you get back into gravity and the force of gravity and all the things. Yeah.
All the things. So here's the deal. So have you ever jumped off your treadmill?
No, I usually eat shit off the treadmill, but sure.
Okay, but whatever. Like, so you're walking on a treadmill 3 miles. I'm trying to like give context for listeners. You're walking 3 miles an hour on a treadmill and you fall off or jump off. Like, you ain't going to die. All right, you'll be, oops, I tripped or I'm up. Or most of the time you land on your feet. Like
Sure.
that's like International Space Station. That's Space Shuttle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Moon and coming back from moon is like the treadmill's on the back of a truck on the freeway going like 100 miles an hour, and then you fall off the
It's a
treadmill.
very good visual analogy. Good
Okay.
job.
And then you hope that you land on your feet.
Oh my gosh.
But you really don't because you end up like dying.
But in
'Cause
theory, didn't we do it before?
you roll into oncoming traffic and then like they're swerving out of the way and then you're dying. Yeah, but we did it before. But like this is my whole point of like
In the 70s,
Okay, hold on a sec. 1972. Thank you very much. The last
which
time.
like technology wasn't even as far as it is now.
All of that is true. But remember what I said. They did it sort of heroically.
In a soundstage.
Or,
I'm just kidding.
or in a soundstage. At this point, you know what? She might be right. Actually, I
I'm
think
just
she's
kidding.
winning me over.
I'm just kidding.
What do you think? Okay, I have another one for listeners. Here, this will help.
Ready.
Well, imagine learning how to ride a bike.
Okay.
You were like 5 or 6 years old. You
Yes.
start pedaling around. You do that whole thing, right?
Yep.
And you do that 6 times, 6
Okay.
days in a row.
Sure.
And then you never get on a bike again until you're 56 years
You're going
old.
to tell me it's muscle memory.
Mhm.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's going on. So I know we've done it
Okay.
before, but they are absolutely freaking out because that's the whole problem. They don't know what they don't know. Like,
All
okay,
right.
I'm gonna-
I'll give you that, I guess.
I'm going to nerd out on you for a second. Can I nerd
Okay.
out on you
Yes,
for a
yes,
second?
yes. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to get super sophisticated here.
Oh,
This isn't even
super
this isn't even our
sophisticated.
brand, people. This is crazy. Okay. So check this out.
Maybe
so
this is what's going to win me over.
this is it?
I don't
Okay.
know, maybe.
Okay. So when the Orion capsule hits the Earth, like our Earth's atmosphere. Wait a second. So the Orion capsule, sorry, is the name of the actual capsule that the 4 astronauts are going to be in.
Of the
Okay.
Artemis II project.
Right. So the Artemis program. Then they did Artemis 1, flew some robots around.
Okay.
Then they do Artemis 2.
Got it.
And Artemis 2, we're calling it the Orion capsule, is like the little thing the guys are in. Sorry if I wasn't clear on that before.
Got it.
Okay. So that capsule will be traveling 25,000 miles an hour when it hits our atmosphere. 25,000 miles an hour. Okay. And because it's coming from so far away and it hits like our air or whatever that hard, quote, the friction will create a plasma field around the capsule that reaches 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. For anybody who doesn't know what 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit is, that is half the temperature of the surface of our sun. That is how hot.
How do you even test anything? Like,
so
I don't even
to
understand
get
how you
that-
would test that.
Thank you.
Hence,
Right. We should be freaking out.
I mean,
Okay. For a minute, like just, and now like go back to whatever, all your conspiracy theories, Apollo 13, all the things. How much metal is between 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit and the person's feet inside the little capsule? I mean, what? A foot? 2 feet?
well, that's my whole point,
5 feet?
though.
I don't care.
Like,
Like,
it just logically,
doesn't make sense.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So on the one hand, here's what we've come down to. We are either moving on to the conspiracy theory side,
Yeah.
like for sure, or we have to give engineers so much credit. It's
I mean, I
ridiculous.
do
It
believe
is
that there are brilliant people that
they-
we just don't hear
right,
about.
right.
Yes.
And
Beautiful mind can
and
figure it out.
clearly, not even just the astronauts, these engineers behind this.
Huh.
Like, this is insane. What's about to go on here, right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So I've been setting you up for this whole thing. Are you ready?
Oh, dear.
Because I've been doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So during Artemis 1, the whole
Yeah, yeah.
unmanned mission we were talking about earlier. Yeah. So when
I mean, they tested the.
they tested it all.
Yeah, yeah.
They got it back to Earth.
Okay.
But here's the deal. When they inspected it afterwards, they found parts of the heat shield,
yeah.
right, ripped off and disintegrated in places they did not calculate.
Oh.
Right. So,
But it didn't implode.
but they're kind of shitting their pants because all their calculations.
Said it shouldn't have, but then it did.
But it did
So
anyway.
again, things that we didn't know.
Thank you. So,
We think we know, but we
so
don't
when
know.
you said should they be worried, I think the answer is calculated worry. Yes. There's some.
And
freaking-
people think this is a good idea.
What do you want me to say?
Okay.
Like, I mean, we
All
got
right.
We're doing this at some
Okay.
point.
I guess we're trying it.
We're going. This is a big deal.
Okay, so then who are the astronauts going? And like, I think we all should pray for them. But also, do they get paid enough for this?
Oh my God, they get paid $1 million. I have no idea what they get paid. Look that shit up. I want to
that's
know.
Interesting.
All right, so let me give you some details on this mission. All right, so it's currently scheduled for launch on February 6th, and the whole trip is supposed to take about 10 days. That's if they don't run into any trouble. That's like always how long it's supposed to take. So 3 days there, 3 or 4 days to get around the moon, 3 days back. That's sort of the concept. Did you figure out how much they?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not going to believe this.
Wait. Oh my God. Wait. Should I be happy or sad?
Oh, very sad.
Oh.
So it ranges from approximately 71,000
Oh my God. No.
to a little over 156,000 annually.
What?
Depending on their, pay grade scale of GS11 to GS14. They do not receive special moon bonuses or danger pay, but they do receive standard government per diem and benefits while on missions. And sometimes it's like $5 per day if it goes over.
I have a question about per diem.
Maybe it's not $5 per day, but.
What do they need it for? What are they going to pull up to a gas and sip somewhere at the International Space Station and be like, hey, can I get a pack of smokes for my $5 per diem? Like, what is that all about? That's really weird. Can I ask you another question?
Okay.
Doesn't like the LA fire chief or something make like $300,000 a year or like $350,000 a year? And like, I don't want to get into this whole thing, but basically screwed up the entire, fires that went on in Malibu and Pacific Palisades and everything, and then like fucked off and got fired.
Yeah, I mean, fire chiefs are like 113,000 to about 242,
More.
with top earners for specific roles exceeding 400,000.
Thank you. And astronauts.
So like one of them in 2023, it was over 439,000. So basically, what we are saying is that risking your life to go to space is not as important, evidently, as a LA fire chief who has no water in its things. Also, Spencer Pratt. Have you been following Spencer Pratt?
No.
He is running for the mayor of Los Angeles.
Really?
Do you know who he is?
I don't know enough.
He was on the Hills. That's all I really know about him.
Is it
Married.
Is he going to win?
I don't. He's like growing this whole like rally. But you brought up the LA fire chief, and this is part of his thing of like,
it's terrible.
We're paying all these, anyways, sorry. Digress.
So clearly they're not making enough money.
No.
We got it.
I wouldn't do it for 150,000.
Oh, not even.
I guess you have to love it. It's
love
a
of the
passion.
game. Love of the game. Okay, here we go. Let's pray for our astronauts.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
So I took from the most recent report I could find, so I'm going to nerd out a little bit. I want to do them justice. Reed Weissman, he's the mission commander, former U.S. Navy test pilot, and the person ultimately responsible for the crew and the whole mission.
Okay.
He's like the CEO of everything.
Okay.
Right. When the shit hits the fan, Reed's in charge. Pray for Reed. Okay, next we have Victor Glover. He's the pilot, aerospace engineer, and former naval aviator who operates and monitors the spacecraft's systems and trajectory. He's the guy who's going to make sure we boomerang around the moon. He'll be the one to slam on the brakes or hit the gas like when they go through the whole reentry process and not kill them.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Pray for Victor, everybody. Okay, next is Christina Koch, mission specialist. She's the engineer and long-duration space flight veteran responsible for managing life support, power, communications, and all the onboard systems.
Okay.
So like if the computer breaks, she's the person that has to fix it.
Oh.
Okay? She's the baddie.
Okay.
And then finally, you got Jeremy Hansen, also another mission specialist, a Canadian dude, fighter pilot, who supports all like the other spacecraft operations, like system monitoring and all the contingency procedures. So he fixes all the other shit that Christina is not in charge of fixing. Got it?
Right.
That's the four of them.
So Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. Make sure you're praying for them because
We will.
holy smokes, man.
This is happening.
Huh.
Right. And all for $71,000
Why is
a
this
year.
not more like,
$5
and I
per
know there's
diem.
a bunch going on in the United States right now, but why isn't this more like covered and
it's
talked about?
So it's totally covered. It's like you can find it. I mean, like
No,
I'm all
you
over it.
can, but it's not like for normal people. I feel like it.
What do you want me to say, dude?
I don't know.
The Olympics?
I mean, we should find out more about it.
Everybody loves the Olympics
guess.
instead?
I think it's fascinating that, like, as a society, this is all happening. Like, in your daily life, it's my daily life. It's fine. Like, I never think about space or I never think about something bigger than me. Does that make sense?
Yes, totally.
I mean, besides
like
like
that
God and stuff, but like this is happening.
They're
like,
up there.
Yeah.
There's like families affected
Yeah.
that are like freaking out. Right. So, okay, not to go down this rabbit hole, but this is how I think about death now. Like, because like same thing. Like everybody's going around their life like it's not a big deal. And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
We live in ignorant bliss.
Which I think is like a protective mechanism, so I can't even be mad about. Like I was mad about it. Like the first year after Galley passed, I was like in my shit. Like I could not get past that. Now it's sort of like, why do I wish that on anybody? I don't wish that on anybody. Like, of course. So like this ignorant bliss is kind of cool. But I think we absolutely should be watching this, following this, praying for these people, like praying for their family. Like it's a big deal.
But that's how you get sort of sophisticated, right? Is that you're taking yourself out of your normal and think about something else.
That was a huge way
Bigger
to bring
than
it
us.
around. I love that. Thank you.
All right. Well, so basically NASA's getting back in the game. We have the Artemis program. Now we're on mission number 2. And I'm
You
sure
said
there's
number
like
2.
so
I know. I'm 12 years old.
I figure that there's like a bigger vision for all of this. Like they're not just going around. I get it to make it more repeatable, but I'm sure they have bigger plans. They have to.
Oh, they got bigger plans.
What is it?
It is something NASA calls the Lunar Gateway.
Okay.
The Gateway.
For what?
The Upside Down? Stranger Things? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I don't
Yes,
know.
absolutely. Okay.
To bring life to the moon? What?
No, not the moon, dude. The gate. Check this out. Okay. So the whole idea is this gateway is going to be like the International Space Station, but not 250 miles above Earth, orbiting the Earth. this is going to be 250,000 miles away, orbiting the moon, like a really small space station. Okay. And they're calling it the Gateway. And the whole idea is from there to be able to use it as a base camp or a launching pad to bigger missions to Mars, to explore deep space, all the other planets. So, I mean, we're going to start with Mars. So like Mount Everest, you know enough about Mount Everest, like base camp, right? You don't start to climb Mount Everest from like the town.
Yeah, it's baby steps. And then
you go up to base camp, you acclimate, and right. So the whole idea, if you can imagine, if we launch from the moon to Mars, we're already 250,000 miles closer. So if we can figure out a way to live in this gateway.
You're trying to Frogger this shit.
Absolutely. They're Froggering this shit. Okay. Right. Their whole mission is Mars, baby. Okay. I shouldn't say Mars. Their whole mission is deep space. The concept of this whole thing is get the gateway opened, get the portal. This is what I mean. This is Stranger Things. Get this shit open, dude. Let's go. We're going to the upside down. This is what's going to happen.
Are they planning this in our lifetime? Because it's mildly frightening.
They are totally planning this in our lifetime. Like I shit my pants on it. You want to guess?
I don't know. They're shutting down the International Space Station in like 2030. So I assume it has something to do with that.
Yes, it does. In the 2030s. It's like, what are we? 2026?
Oh, yeah. You got like 4 years?
Right. So in the 2030s, they're already planning to have that gateway totally functional and then make their first trip to Mars before 2040.
Really?
So like, we'll be alive, dude. Yes. Humans to Mars. This is fucking fascinating.
I mean, it's like Elon's dream, right?
I want to go. I have an idea. People, anybody who DMs us totally can get on board. We're going. You can go with us. We're going to Mars. We're going to be the first people. Let's explore.
Nope, I will not.
I want to go.
Did you not see what happened?
Me, you, and Katy
Did you
Perry.
not see what happened?
Let's go.
No.
Why not? Who
that
else
was Blue Origin. That barely got out of
Blue
space.
Origin.
And not that it's not like a big deal. It's a big deal.
That was a terrible publicity stunt. And they pretended it wasn't a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
And then everybody on The View loved them and thought they were the best. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
But like one of the astronauts, she like has severe like PTSD and like has gone through a lot of mental health stuff because of the backlash that she got. It's very sad.
Not like Katy Perry.
No, not Katy Perry.
But like what? Like somebody like I don't know their names.
Yeah, but I'm interested like how far that actually went. Like how far up?
No, that just went to touch space and come back. I don't even think it went like 250 miles. No.
Okay, so it didn't go like space station far.
No, I'll look that up. Okay. I'll look that up right now.
What I was gonna say earlier was no, I'm not gonna go to Mars because did you not see what happened to the thing that imploded the submarine? What was that called? The Titan.
Oh, but that was different. That wasn't like that was rinky dink, dude. That wasn't like they have it all organized and together.
We don't know. Going to Mars?
Oh my God.
That's like
Matt Damon's already been on Mars, hasn't he? I think he has. Was it The Martian? Yeah. Wasn't it? I think he was. Okay. Anyway, I don't even know. 62 miles. 62 miles above Earth. I think is all they went.
How far do planes go up? How many miles do planes go up?
No, they go like 6 miles right over Mount Everest.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think they fly at 30,000. Yeah. Our altitude of 30,000 feet. Yeah.
How many feet are in a mile?
6 miles. 5,280. Yeah.
Wow.
That's 6 miles. You're such a dork. Oh my God.
That's amazing. Okay. So are there fun facts about this? I feel like we've digressed into like the...
Are there fun facts about space? There are plenty of fun facts about space.
About Artemis.
About Artemis?
Yeah, specific.
So there are fun facts.
The program
there are fun facts.
I mean, there's tons of stuff about space, but I don't really care how like big a black hole is right now.
You don't care about a big black hole? All right, here we go. Fun facts about Artemis program, Artemis II, all that kind of stuff. Have you ever heard of the term moonikin?
Like a mannequin?
Yes.
Because it's a fake moon that's in a sound stage?
Close. No, not the sound stage. This was when Artemis I went up. Okay. Right? They didn't use people. They used a mannequin. Right? They actually put a mannequin in there.
That's funny.
Right. Okay, and they named him Commander Moonikin Campos.
Stupid.
I would have named him Moonikin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker. Moonikin.
Nothing better than that.
Moonikin Campos.
I feel like you could have just called him a Moonikin, period, but not his name.
They gave him a name. Yeah.
Yeah,
so check it out. This Moonikin guy, he was all covered in like sensors and buzzers and all the things, whatever they attached to you. Yeah. Right. Because they want to make sure like vibration and radiation and engineer shit that they could like figure out. You want to know what they figured out? Like at what temperature he melted. Right. Because he's plastic, so he's got to melt. Right, because they're going to be going like, what is it, 5,000 degrees, Fahrenheit, whatever. It's crazy. Okay.
It's going to be fine.
Everything's going to be fine. Let's just pray for them all. It's all good. Okay. All right. Number 2. So the Artemis II mission actually has two pieces to it. So the Orion capsule,
Yeah.
the thing that they're going to be in, right? And then they have something else called the Space Launch System, the SLS.
Right. Doesn't that like get like booted off?
Ooh, So check this out. It produces 9 million pounds of thrust.
Dang.
9 million pounds.
That's insane.
I don't produce that many
That's
pounds
insane.
of thrust. Like I produce probably,
oh my gosh.
10
okay,
pounds of
moving
thrust.
on.
Like, what do you think?
You
I don't even know.
digress.
Okay, but wait a second. It's a lot of thrust, right? Anyway, some perspective on 9 million pounds of thrust. That is the same horsepower of almost 200,000
Oh, wow.
Corvette engines running in parallel
That's crazy.
at the same time to like launch this freaking Orion thing into space before like the SLS thing like blows
That's
off.
crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of thrust, baby. It's a lot of thrust. Okay, we haven't used cloying.
We
have
have
we
not.
Have either one of us cloyed each other?
No,
Can we
I
say
think
we
so.
cloyed?
Past tense.
I'm
Yeah.
cloying.
Sure.
We didn't use cloying. How are we going to get cloying? To be over flattering, right? Was that the idea? Flattering?
Yes,
and
I
like
think
an
you were
overt?
being very cloying while talking about your thrust power.
Okay.
There you go.
I was being flattering to myself?
Yes.
Wow. That was me. That was like a backhanded compliment. That hurt my feelings a little bit.
I don't know what you want. It was the truth.
I'm a little sensy right now.
Sadness.
You're terrible. Okay, that sucks, but I guess we'll count it. Okay. Not one of our best word of the weeks.
Or the best.
Right, let's go. Number 3, the Artemis II mission will be the first time a woman, Christina Koch, will ever be in space.
Oh.
How do you like that? And super fun fact, it will also be the first time a person of color will be in space.
Oh.
Victor Glover. Yes. Now, the space shuttle has done this because in 1986, I understand there was a woman who died also again. So, but because that was only 250 miles from Earth, that doesn't count as like deep space. So I guess I shouldn't have said space. It'll be the first time a woman or a person of color will leave the Earth's orbit.
Oh, okay.
How do you like that's better?
Yeah.
Right? That's better. Okay.
It's also crazy.
It's wild. I know. Okay, number 4. So remember how I said re-entry was like 5,000 degrees?
Yes,
We've been talking
death.
about this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, death. Okay. NASA engineers have figured out a way to do something called a skip entry, like when we get back into our Earth's atmosphere. So they're literally going to skip, like bounce off the atmosphere like a number of times. Have you ever like skipped a rock, like a flat
like
rock
pebble.
across a bottom,
Yeah.
and it slows down? This is exactly what they're trying to do. Yeah. So they can not melt to death. So I was like, well, have we done this before? Okay, so I looked this whole thing up. With Apollo, apparently we didn't do that shit. Apollo, we just fucking like went right through. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like
And
we
it
just-
crashed. And yeah.
right, with all the things, right, when we just went right through and then the pod came down
Yeah.
and we like survived. Yeah, and we did that 6 times, mind you, so we were baddies. But this time they're doing this whole skip system that they believe is going to like,
Did they do this with Artemis 1?
yes, they did the same thing with ours.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, right. So remember we were talking about engineers, like think of like mathematicians and physicists and all the people have to be involved. Like, like you have to figure out
but
like
now we
bouncing.
have AI.
And
So I feel like
oh my God, I don't think that skip method, I think, is one of the coolest things. If they figure, if this is all,
if it works.
like, if this is all can be
Yeah.
repeated, I think it's amazing. This is a testament back to all the
new frontier.
science and
Yep.
shit. Oh my God, it's crazy. Okay. And finally, this last one, I always save the best for last, and I thought this one was super cool. Okay, so first, context. So the Apollo missions, way back in the day, they had less processing power than a modern-day toaster, like the computer systems. Okay,
Yep.
you get it. Okay.
Mhm.
But the Orion, on the other hand, has more computing power than your smartphone, your car, and your home all combined. Okay.
Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah, no, right. But here's the fun fact. Okay, it's going to blow your mind. They can't use modern chips because they'll like fucking melt. Like,
Okay.
It won't work. So NASA intentionally is using 1990s technology on the Orion capsule with all the old school radiation like hardened computers, but with the processing capability that they've upgraded.
Huh.
So shit won't melt when they're like coming back in. Right?
All right.
And so when everything else fails, they'll still have like
Yeah.
some lever
Control.
or
Yeah,
some
yeah.
shit. They,
So it goes back to the manual.
right.
Not
or
not
Victor steering correctly.
Not all high technology is the best technology.
knowing how to like pump the clutch.
Yeah. Back
Like,
to the
you know?
90s.
Okay.
90s is the best.
The 90s. Okay, that's all I got for fun facts. Did we do like a service here of the space program? Do we feel like we
because I
got
think you took it from like a cool space trivia episode to like, wow, this is actually kind of a big deal, and like we should be invested in, you know, as humans going through this historical moment, we should pay more attention. And the fact that like it's way bigger than just like repeating Apollo, because we now want to go to like Mars, and so it's like a big like first step to future deep space exploration.
Yeah. I would say that like I would follow this for a lot longer now. Like now that we're back in the groove with like 50 years of not doing this, because in my lifetime,
Right. Pay attention.
In my lifetime, I had nothing to pay attention to after the
Right,
80s.
right,
Really.
right.
This is it. Like for the next 25 years, we're going to be like really active in this space. I'm on board.
So crazy. I don't know if I'm on board. Seems a little out there.
It's happening.
All right. Well, if we want to keep following it, are there like certain things that we should watch or do? I think we should all watch Flight of the Moon and see how it's all a conspiracy. But anything else besides that?
You said Scarlett Johansson was in it?
Yeah.
I can totally watch it.
Okay,
That's
there you
fine.
go. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, what's our call to action?
Call to action. Okay, so if we want to learn a little bit more, dig a little deeper into Artemis, go to nasa.gov/Artemis. They have the Track the Mission feature, which is super cool because you can see everything firsthand. They have everything.
That's fun.
First of all,
it's like the Santa Finder. But
yes. Yeah.
for
But
spaceship.
like for space.
Yeah.
Let's go. You can find information on the flight crew, the whole Orion, pretty much everything. They also have a live feed. So like you can, you'll follow like everything.
That
so it's
seems
super
like-
cool. Yeah.
I don't know. That seems high risk.
They also have info on Artemis 3 and Artemis 4.
Okay. The new future.
Yes. So you already know what their plans are. They're like sharing information. If you want to get cozy and read a book at night instead, then check out the book Artemis, the First Museum on the Moon by Ian Crawford. That will give you sort of the cultural side of things, not the science side of things. More what like the moon means to us as humans and how we should be intentional about how we leave our story on the moon and how we treat the moon. So this is not like just a destination, get there, but like a respect thing. The same thing with Earth,
Yeah.
like a sustainability piece. So here we are, we're already exploring the moon. What are we doing about it, guys? So shout out to Ian Crawford. That's a solid book there. And if you don't read, then watch National Geographic's series Mars. It explains exactly why this moon mission is basically the essential like building block to the whole point of us going to the moon. And it's already out there. National Geographic has a great series about how we're trying to get to Mars.
It's crazy.
And if you don't want to do any of those things, that's fine with me. Just remember these details to seem sort of sophisticated. Number 1, Artemis II is a 10-day, 500,000-mile journey with a 4-man crew that's doing a flyby of the moon and then loops back to Earth. It's not for fun. It's a mission to test our competence, to prove that after 50 years, we still have the discipline and skill to safely navigate outer space. Number 2, the deep space jump is massive. The International Space Station is only 250 miles away. The moon is 240,000 miles away. Artemis II is testing the life support and communication needed to survive that leap. Number 3, the Artemis program is all about building repeatable systems. Unlike Apollo and their space race panic, Artemis is designed to build sustainable infrastructure like the Lunar Gateway. So going to space becomes a capability we keep, not a miracle we pulled off once or 6 times and then forgot how to do. Number 4, the heat shield is our Achilles heel. It always has been. Returning from the moon requires surviving 5,000-degree plasma at 25,000 miles an hour. Artemis II is the final stress test for the Orion capsule's ultimate safety. And finally, the moon is just a pit stop before we set our sights on Mars. The ultimate goal of the Artemis program is to use the moon as a testing ground for technology, radiation shielding, communication, and the psychology we'll need to eventually send humans to Mars.
Well, there you have it, dear listeners, a deep dive into the Artemis II mission. The mission that's teaching NASA how to leave, quote, the shallow end of space and remember how to swim without floaties. So if we did our job right today, you're walking away a little more sophisticated, a little more aware of the 240,000-mile gap we're about to cross, and maybe ready to casually drop a fact about Moonikin Campos at your next get-together. And as always, if you like this episode, hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with that one friend who still thinks the moon landings were either fake or easy.
Like Amanda.
And like, for the record, I don't actually think it's fake. I just have questions.
You like
That's
you
all.
like to
I like to goat you. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time, stay curious, stay confident, and remember, being sophisticated isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing whether you still have the skills to go somewhere hard and make it back alive.